Dementia is a serious problem which affects 30% of the population in Hong Kong. It causes deaths in the brain cells. As a result, they don't have ability to judge, think, or act. They cannot remember their name, age, or even the fact that they have memory loss. This is a very serious issue, and this is what we decided to tackle. In a design thinking course, our team of 4 gathered some research from interviewing the elderly in China and the Elderly Care Center in Hong Kong. We observed that many of the elderly were playing board games, and one of the main causes of dementia is a lack of cognitivity. This inspired us to focus on memory loss. Through design processes such as storyboarding, affinity clustering, we decided to come up with a product which can help the elderly continuously think. And this product is Memo TV.
So the elderly has to input a name. Suppose I'm the elderly, and my name is Navi. I'm 80 years old, and I was born in Hong Kong. You can see that the year has changed. We also have the news, the events that happened in this decade. The major component is this two controller. The controller will connect to Arduino, which is a microcontroller that can read the analog signal and send to the computer. So after the Arduino sends the signal to the computer will render the presentation. As a result, we hope that the elderly can recall their past and share more experience with their friend, family, and among the elderly.
因為舊陣時啲細路冇嘢睇嘛，咁啊有隻舊嘅電視睇下就好起身啦。咁依家又唔同啦，依家有電腦有新嘅咩都係新嘅即係新係落去，始終係嗰啲細路仔覺得好舊陣時細路好辛苦，依家有啲細路幸福咯，咁樣子。
係懷舊啦，同埋俾我哋啲長者咧係勾起一啲回憶，就睇到一副天九。咁嗰副天九咧就唔係好多人識玩嘅啫。咁麻雀咧就多啲人識嘅。咁因為我咧係一個比較傳統啲嘅家庭長大嘅，咁我爸爸媽媽咧都識玩天九嘅，咁所以咧我都識嘅，不過我就唔玩嘅。我見到匯豐銀行嗰座大廈，咁我都有少少回憶嘅，因為我第一份糧咧就喺匯豐銀行排隊去攞嘅，而且咧嗰陣時咧我仲記得係冇電腦啦，打字機都冇，我用手寫嘅，寫兩銀碼喺度嘅，真係好奇怪。我諗你在座未必個個都知道啦。咁呢個都係我嘅一個深刻嘅印象。
個電視令我睇起咧好多以前唔知嘅嘢，而家知道咗好多。咁我最欣賞嘅咧就睇到個戲院咧有啲戲橋啊！我哋細路女以前睇戲咧有啲戲橋，好開心。我去到慢慢去儲翻晒嘅，睇嗰啲咩戲睇嗰個戲可以再睇過一次咁解啫，係即係好歡迎咯。最唔開心就係小朋友去排隊輪水，4日嚟一次水，即係好陰功去抬水，即係好辛苦嘅，逐少去擔。即係慢慢去擔去輪水咁樣跳咯。其實有陣時咧，就等而家俾啲人睇下，要珍惜用水，冇水係幾慘。其實呢個電視真係好好嘅，如果有多啲都好㗎，懷舊下俾啲人睇下。即係講翻下我哋以前呢啲嘢，即係好似去街市買嘢咧，咁係稱嘢嘅。以前唔係咁易，1毫2毫子去街買少少嘢。俾嚿冬瓜俾佢稱，俾條鹹水草綁翻。而家冇㗎，啲人唔識綁㗎啦，俾啲報紙包住啲蛋，包幾隻蛋俾條水草咁綁翻去。我哋細個都有做過呢啲，去買過呢啲嘢，都幾有懷舊，都幾好嘅，都幾滿意。即係起碼回想下以前嗰啲嘢咯，即係知道呢啲嘢點樣樣。我諗我哋長者都會懷舊下啲嘢，我都幾中意。
This is a good example of the design thinking process. In this case, the students did some initial evaluation, going to different places, and then defined a problem to address for the aged, and then came up with this very unique product, which really works. It's a functional prototype. And even in industry, it takes a very long time to come up with a prototype, but they have done this in a 4-week period, which is very, very short. The enjoyment that the old people get looking at this has been, phenomenal. This is the kind of thing that design thinking does, and it's being used a lot these days, and we try to promote this even in our courses. I like to look at this as an iceberg model. If you think about an iceberg, most of the iceberg is hidden. You see just a little bit. So knowing what's up there, you should know that there is a lot underneath that iceberg. So this is an example of that. It's not just an old TV. This is a state-of-the-art TV with a lot of technology built into it. And that's an example of using technology, design thinking process in order to come up with something that's useful, user-friendly, and at the same time very usable.